Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome.
You gonna do this?
No. No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. God damn.
What the fuck? What? Why were you so aggressive? Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. God.
See, it's
Fucker.
when you have siblings for such a long time, you
God.
learn how to respond to these types of things.
Oh my gosh. Jesus. I just wasn't I was expecting you to say something. I just wasn't expecting it to be that oof, you know?
Wow. What do you take me for, Aaron?
I take you for a Bingus Dingus.
Okay.
And
That's not
even
bad.
a Shalamadam, if I will.
A shalamadam?
A Shalamadam.
Please describe to for those in the audience who don't know what a shalamadam
So
is.
welcome to another episode of the Save It For The podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Aaron, and I'm joined today by our lovely co-host, Neiman.
Yes. Quite so.
Fucking hell.
What troubles your mind, Aaron?
Oh, too many to list, but there's no particular reason why I did this. I just felt it's just been so long since I've gotten to bully my friends, you know? I call up Alex Mason every now and again to remind her that she's short, but aside from that, it's just been radio silence. It's so the lack of bullying, it's affecting me. It's beginning to affect me.
Yeah. You know, in the Zoom world, you don't get that face-to-face interaction where you get to see their live response of, when you belittle them into dust. So
there we go. Oh, no.
There's one thing to miss about reality. It's definitely that.
It is most definitely that, you know. See, that's the thing. That's one of my complaints, you know. When your friends are making fun of you or bullying you, you know, in the friendly way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just a pushover bitch. Who knows? Maybe it's both. So when you're doing that in real life, you have to come up with a response at that second. But in the Zoom world, you can just freeze or leave the meeting and be like, oh, my connection was so poor, I dropped out. And when you get back on, then you can deliver your response, you know?
Exactly.
So it gives you that time frame. Yeah, there you go. See, at some point, my mic wasn't working. Or no, it wasn't that my mic was working. It was that I had to stay muted because of there was a meeting going on in the background and I had to stay silent. So I had typed in while my friends were having this discussion, right? And they were shitting on me nonstop, and I was just like, hey, the best part about this is I don't have to deal with y'all's bullshit, and I left. So moral of the story, leave. Just leave.
That is the moral of the story, and of general life, I think. If ever you're in a pickle, leaving is always the best bet.
Yes, definitely. But what's troubling your mind, Neiman?
What troubles my mind? Similarly, lots of things, but I don't know. I guess just
is it
waking up.
Is it being a UCI student? Is it dealing with psychology at a daily basis? Is it your monthly tribute to Cthulhu? Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. Which, by the way, I have to get my tribute in. Doesn't like it when I don't get it in.
Yeah, there you go.
He can be one mean octopus. So
you know what they say about mean octopuses?
What do they say about mean octopi, Aaron?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me. That's why I said
what
they say. Yeah, there you go. Because I sure as hell don't. Do you?
Right. I personally don't know.
Well, This is the podcast. We both don't know shit.
Yes, but we try to make sense of the world through our.
We do try to make sense of the world. You know, we question each other. We answer each other's questions. It's just like the fact that we both have a single brain cell doesn't stop us from sharing our brain cells. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's rule 2 of life. If ever in doubt, share.
Yes.
Share.
We're not going to talk about politics today. I'm way too fucking sick and tired.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the Winx Club remake. That's way too political.
You will not bring that shit up, mister. Oh, no. Okay.
Are you a fan of Winx Club, Aaron?
Listen, I'm gay. Of course I was a fan of Winx. Okay? Listen, oh my goodness. I don't remember their fucking names because the Turkish dub version just, like, replaced all of their names with, like, shitty pronunciation. So it's just, it was never, like, stuck in my mind. Okay? But, I saw their style and I was just like, okay, that's what I want to do when I grow up. Like, even in the moment with the inherent homophobia and everything like that, I was just like, oh my gosh, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so what did you like about the show? I only remember seeing like 2 episodes. My sister was a big fan. But...
Mostly poses. And the fact that like they posed and like lightning and shit came out of their fingers, and I really enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel
like the LGBTQA community has like joint shows that we all watched that just like internalized the gay agenda inside us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah, very good. What else aside from Winx Club was getting a live action remake? I remember this one thing that really got some like reactions, but can't remember what the fuck it was.
Was it Avatar? I don't know if they're still doing that. I checked.
Listen. The Avatar live action is a fucking mess right now. I have no idea what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah, last I checked, I don't know if they like canceled it or something. I think it was keeping up with hiatus.
I think it was put on hiatus for a bit, and then like something, and I can't remember what the fuck happened. Oh yeah, you have your fucking second.
My second monitor. Going. Yeah, I can be doing all. I can be like writing emails while I'm doing the podcast and all that.
You could be.
Not that I do, but
if I find out about it, I'm gonna kiss you on your overly large forehead.
What? Anyway. Sorry, I was answering an email. Huh? What? Can you repeat that?
Oh, jeez, it's missing physical contact, isn't it? Okay. Avatar live action. Please bring me the tea. Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix live action release date. Okay. This is just like random ass fucking names. Okay. All 3 seasons of Avatar: The Last Airbender debut. Oh wait, no. This is not the live action thing. This is the other one. So what the fuck is going on with the live action? And why is Google dodging the question? Okay. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, this article that I'm reading right now actually talks about the remake that didn't happen, definitely. The movie that was gonna come out but never did. Whoopsie-doo.
Yes. Yes.
It just doesn't exist. It's, yeah. We never watched it. We never were brought to that level of disappointment, thankfully.
Right.
Oh, man. Okay, moving on. Back in 2018, Netflix revealed the live-action Avatar series with the original creators Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko. That sounds about right. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Specifically cited, blah, blah, blah. There's no telling, blah, 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 including release date Details, plot, cast, and more. Okay. And when is it gonna release? The series was due to start in 2019. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh wow, yeah, it's been like 2 years, so
Right. It's been like, yeah, there we go.
or at least a
Oh
year and a half.
god. This is the curse of Avatar. It's just like whenever something called Avatar is due at some point, it's just delayed to no end. It's the same with James Cameron's Avatar. Fucking, we're still waiting.
Oh yeah, on Avatar 2 or whatever it's called.
Avatar 2, Electric Boogaloo.
If only.
There you go.
If only.
If you know,
Right.
if only, you know.
So
I wonder what the fuck is gonna happen with the second one. By the way, like, is the corporation just gonna come back with like a even more slimier villain? Like, what's gonna happen?
I'm sure. I haven't seen the first one, so I don't know for sure. I've
You
only
didn't
seen-
see the first Avatar?
I
Fucker.
didn't. I didn't. I wasn't a big.
Open your mouth. Jesus. All right. Anyway.
So, do you recommend it?
Yes, I do fucking recommend it.
Other than the fact that it's or I think second most highly grossed film, right? Because Infinity War is number 1.
Listen,
I don't remember the stats.
I don't. Hold on. Most grossed films. Most gross films. Anyway. Most grossed.
I think
Most grossing movies. Yeah, there we go.
yes,
Titanic.
I was right. It's
What the fuck?
number 2.
It is number 2. Okay.
Oh, Endgame. That's what it was. Okay.
Endgame was the most gross. Yeah. The fuck. Okay. Avengers Endgame, and then Avatar, and then Titanic. Right. Here's the
Nice.
thing, though. Here's the thing. You know, like, you know how every time they break records in the box office and whatever?
Yeah.
I am so fucking sick and tired of, like, listening to those news, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, dude, there's inflation and all these different factors, and, like, the dollar
Right.
isn't what it was worth, like, 20 years ago. So
Right.
why the fuck is this a, competition, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what Hollywood should do? They should start their own little currency with like just a fixed value, right?
Mm-hmm.
And essentially determine how much a movie is worth with those currencies. It's not a currency that's going to be like traded or whatever. It's just a currency that's going to have a fixed value as opposed to the US dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just going to it's just going to be an objective review of how much the movie was actually worth. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that the job of movie critics though? Because I feel like just the gross, identifying with the gross amount doesn't say anything about how well the film was received. I think it's different from.
It doesn't. But here's the thing, though. It's not about whether or not the movie was good. It's about the fact that they're tricking the audience into thinking, oh, this is something that's worth spending money to. Even though it really might not be, and it might just be an economic question rather than a question of whether the movie was good or bad. It's all about how the movie is perceived to be good. So if the trailer is good and the amount the movie makes is good, and all these different factors come in, such as the studio responsible for the movie, big, small, whatever, is how much are the stakes? All these different things are packing up, and it essentially tricks the psyche of the consumer to understand the movie as worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we really want an honest industry, we need to have something to determine how much the movie is actually worth.
Mm-hmm.
Or not, people might just not care because it's 2021 and nobody gives a shit anymore. Time doesn't exist.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So then, are you saying So then it sounds like it's an issue. You have an issue then with just how the movie is marketed. Then, not necessarily that they have a number
Pretty
on.
much.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, here's the thing: who gives a shit on how much the movie made? Because none of that is going towards the tech people. None of that, like, the actors already are on contract. The tech people already got paid and are now heading towards another gig. It doesn't matter how much the movie made. It's just going to the studio, to the director, whatever the fuck. So it really doesn't matter how much the movie made. However, when they use it to market the movie, that's when it makes a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there definitely is. I think so. I will happily agree with you in that. I think, yes, it is the job of marketers to, or not, or it isn't in the job description of marketers to necessarily market how much money they're making as an indicator of the merit of the actual movie itself. I think the part where the reason I half disagree is I kind of also think from the perspective of a person who consumes advertisements, I think it's also in part our responsibility as consumers to critically assess the fact that money doesn't necessarily equal the merit of the movie, and so that's why I in part disagree with you.
See, here's the thing. You made some valid points there. However, you one of your comments in there has a internally wrong statement. Nobody consumes advertisements. Nobody consumes advertisements. Advertisements are just out there and they're just free to watch. All right, they're just a happening of a capitalist society that we're living in, with all these different gigantic brands that are competing with each other to show you their shits. Okay, so here's the thing. What do you think of when you're in a free platform and you see an advertisement? You're not thinking, "Oh, I'm consuming this advertisement," because technically you're not paying to see that advertisement. Consuming an advertisement would imply that you're paying to see that advertisement. But in reality, the advertisement and the people that are putting forth the advertisements are the one that's paying to make sure that you see the advertisement.
Yes.
So in reality, they're the consumer and you're the product.
Right. Okay, so I guess semantically, I probably should have chosen a different word then, because I was using consuming more as like a metaphorical sense of more like absorbing advertisements or being a witness of in that sense. I didn't mean like consuming in the same way you would like consume a product type of thing. So
yeah, there you go. So no, I really do see what you mean, and I understand them essentially using whatever is in their power to, you know, make sure the movie gets its due. However, what would you feel like if the movie was shitty and the only reason you saw the movie was because the critics that are most likely bright, most likely have some kind of bias?
Yeah.
You don't know what's happening with movie reviews and movie critics. Mm-hmm. So in reality, the movie might be the shittiest fucking movie ever and get a 10 out of 10 in Rotten Tomatoes or whatever the fuck. I don't follow Rotten Tomatoes. Why the... Yeah, so is it like a percentage in Rotten Tomatoes? It's not 10 out of... Yeah.
It's how Rotten Tomatoes works is the percentage of reviews that are positive reviews.
Right.
So it's sort of arbitrary, but you know,
it is. See here, and that's another thing about like critique. All right, when you think of critique, like the first thing I think of is Anton Ego from Ratatouille.
Oh yes,
right?
yes.
So yeah, there you go. It's his job to critique, and people like his critiques because he is absolutely destructive.
Right.
All right. The only reason he has a change of heart is because he had a nostalgic moment with as Colette described it, a peasant dish, quote unquote.
Yeah.
All right. So it reminded him of where he came from and what it meant for him to be critiquing the new. You know what I'm saying? Which was a major part in his monologue, which is absolutely fucking amazing. It gives me so much motivation to watch it. Anyway, so that's what I think of, right? And so I think it's imperative to have critique that's all inclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
what did you think about this, and this?
Yeah.
Okay? Because a percentage, a number, that doesn't really tell us much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, 100 people might have reviewed it as a bad movie, right? But the only reason they reviewed it as a bad movie was because they thought of it as 51% bad. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
might have liked the movie if they did this one twist differently.
Yeah.
So, and this is an extreme example, but it's like it still shows that the current critique that we associate movies with has a flaw in them. And hey, maybe we'll never get to perfect it, but at the very least we should observe it, we should acknowledge it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think definitely, yeah, like you pointed out, there are definitely a lot of flaws with it. I think it's specifically like Rotten Tomatoes, for example, right? I mean, like you said, right? It just shows a percentage of like positive reviews. What the heck does positive mean, right? That can mean a whole range of things. And so, one thing I've been trying to do is, well, two things I've been trying to do before I watch a movie is. One, not read any like critiques or like any information about the movie at all and just go in blind. Maybe from like the occasional friend who says you should watch it or you shouldn't watch it. That would be the only thing. And that's what I've been trying to do because I've realized as I've started to read critiques before watching a movie, that would start to frame like I would think afterwards like, oh my god, this was such a great movie. Was that because of the actual movie or because I read a great review? And so that's one thing I've been trying to do. And another thing I've been trying to do is actually read the critiques from both sides, right? So reading a critique both in praise of the movie and reading a critique against the movie and trying to get a sense of what people liked and didn't like from that as well.
I just had a feeling, right? I just had like a feeling of a movie that came out in 2016 as you were saying that, right? I was in Turkey at the time.
Yeah.
Right? In 2016. And the movie that came from a video game, the movie adaptation of a video game called Warcraft came out.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with it. I didn't watch it, but people were warning me against it.
It got a 28% in Rotten Tomatoes.
Love that.
The audience score is 76%.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's not...
And here's the thing. I fucking love the movie. Mm-hmm. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it. But my friends, they all had their opinions. Whoa, big news. They all had their opinions, in their own little delinquent voices. They kept on complaining whether the movie was good and the movie was bad. This was Turkey. Everybody was, a fucking shitty teenager. And they were just like, oh, the movie was so fucking good. Well, what are you talking about? Oh, the movie was sucked. What the fuck are you talking about? And it was just arguments among arguments among arguments. And eventually, one of my friends actually brought up critiques in order to see what they were saying about it. And for some fucking reason, that, I'm trying to come up with a
dichotomy?
Shifted the weights of the scale? Sure.
Yeah, balancing the scales?
Yeah. That essentially...
tipped the scales is what you're thinking of.
Tipped the scales in their favor. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That for some fucking reason tipped the scales of the argument in their favor.
Mm-hmm.
And I never understood that because critiques are just some for those people outside the entertainment industry who have no fucking idea who these critiques are and what they do and like how they function, it's just some omnipotent voice on the internet saying that you should or should not watch this movie. And that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I think I was actually going to bring up in response to your point, kind of the some of the philosophy of like critique, right? It's like, what is a critique supposed to be, and how are we as non-critiques supposed to read critiques, right? Because you think about, for example, like research, right? Because I'm in the world of research, and it's like your job as a researcher to read critiques of research and read a bunch of like stuff. So that's in the job description. I like it, so that's why I continue to do it. But the reason I bring that up is because it sort of brings the question, right, of like is research really of any benefit if it's just researchers reading the critique? Like, how is someone who does not know anything about the research supposed to understand this critique? And I think that's definitely there's definitely a line that can be drawn with critics, right? Because I've definitely read some bad critiques, like some like no matter if it was a good review of the movie or a bad review of the movie, like the critique itself was just poorly written. Like it didn't talk about the elements at all, just talked about how they felt about certain scenes, so nothing like really tangible in the movie. And then other critiques, and some of them, like even the ones I disagree with, are like super well written because they actually like talk about specific scenes and bring up plot holes and stuff like that. And it's interesting because
I hate it when critiques have like make proper points and don't go anywhere with it. It's just like they bring up scenes in the movie and they do all these different things. Oh, but I thought it was bad.
Yeah.
Just gosh.
Yeah, you definitely have to. You almost have to be a critic of the critics in your own sense.
Yes. I feel like that's what we need, Critique of critique.
Critiques of critiques.
Here's the thing. In a perfect world, experts would come in and essentially diagnose a certain issue in a certain way, and we would all talk about it in a calm and orderly fashion. But this is not a perfect world, and everything is a mess all the fucking time. And we can argue anything from a shitty movie from 2020 to, I don't fucking know, global warming. So...
yeah, and anything in between, right? So
yeah, anything in between. Anything in between, Like, it could be the apocalypse for all we know, and some fucking redneck from Wyoming would be like, oh, like, I don't see anything that's important.
Yeah.
So, it's just...
I was actually thinking about that recently. I don't mean to divert our discussion about critiques to something as sad as anti-masking, but I just had to bring it up because because I was thinking about this recently, right? Of like how like the CDC like started recommending double masking, and I was just like seeing like on TikTok, for example, like so many people who are like, now we have to put on another mask. Like, oh, one's like bad enough, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, first off, it's just another piece of cloth. It's not going to kill you, okay? So that's why. What are you getting mad about? And secondly, I really started to think about like what is this indicative of, right? And just like your point, right, about the apocalypse and how like there's going to be that one guy who's going to be like, this apocalypse not democratic. Where's our representation? Something dumb like that. And I feel like we're at a point where like anything the government, even if the government says you should breathe every 2 seconds, there's going to be some weird
what about breathing every 3 seconds?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like,
or maybe a single second. Or maybe every second. Just constantly breathe.
Yeah. I swear, it's like it's just so it's like so crazy what like the reasons people come up with to not do something as simple as putting a piece of cloth over your mouth. So
you know what would happen if the government said that, by the way? There would be that one smart ass like fucking famous person, right? With like money to shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just like drill a fucking hole through their fucking chest just to prove a point, you know? Just constant air circulation. This is how I live. Just, I can already see it happening, you know? Fucking blank just drilled a hole through their chest. Find out why here, you know? It's just...
Yeah. And you know,
what a world we live in.
What a world we live in. And you know, that's kind of the one of the takeaway points actually of earlier when I brought up being a critical absorber of advertisements, right? I think one of the obviously it's like a tug of war, right? So you kind of need both sides to really like pull on it, but you know, on the issue of like the you know, marketing versus the consumer, right? Because you know, right. I also see like, right, you know, in like the anti-masking world, right? It's sort of like, you know, it's sort of like too much. I know it's so crazy that I had to use that in a sentence, but unfortunately, there's enough people out there to classify it as a whole world of people who have no concern for other people. So, so I was saying, so we were kind of talking about earlier, like marketing, right, and kind of how like advertisements were kind of like pulling too much. Well, I think in the world of anti-masking, I can't believe I said that. I think it's sort of like the opposite, where it's sort of like the consumer. I use consumer metaphorically in this sense.
Right.
Consumer in this sense is not being critical enough, and kind of just in that. I don't mean like. I know that sounds counterintuitive because what they're doing is being exactly critical of what the government is saying, but I mean critical in the sense that they're not. As bluntly as possible, they're not intelligent enough to really grasp where the science is and grasp, hey, this marketing is good for you. We're trying to market how to stay safe and how to keep other people safe.
See, that's the thing, though. It's not about being smart or not, smart enough to, you know, grasp the concept or not. It's about being proactive enough to do 2 seconds of research to see why masks would actually benefit the people around you, even if it doesn't directly benefit you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of trying not to spread this fucking thing even more and, like, just care about each other. And that might be the point, you know? People don't care about each other enough.
Yeah. But, you know, that's the thing, too. I think a lot of... I think one of the saddest type of people you could be is when you are someone who, despite doing research, still thinks otherwise. Because I know there's so many people out there who either just have done research and are like, I'm just going to disregard it, or are just like not willing to see any, you know, logic or anything at all. And I think that's definitely I think I mentioned this at one point during one of the episodes. I think definitely one of my research interests is how do you convince someone who doesn't want to be convinced? Because a lot of times it's not a matter of the evidence isn't there. It's just a matter of they don't want to absorb this evidence and they don't want to internalize it. So how do you make it so that they really internalize it? And that's one of the biggest questions of psychology, I think.
See, here's the thing, okay? Imagine yourself in the early days of the internet. You're a 12-year-old girl and you just opened an account wherever the fuck.
Okay, I'm imagining.
You're gonna use that shit as a troll account. Because after all, you're currently going through a stage in your life that's hard for you, and you have to have an outlet to scream into the void.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not actually screaming to the void, and you're actually making a psychological impact to a person you haven't even met yet, but you're still going, oh, you know, fuck you, you're invalid, fucking homo, shut the hell up, you know? It's just, all this hate is going out of you is actually reaching someone. It's the same thing right now with people who don't want to wear masks, even though they know they're bound to help someone with it. by not doing much of anything. It's out of spite more than anything, because that's what they see the world as, just NPCs. That's an outlet for them to scream at.
For sure.
The Karen mindset is now unlocked. All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I agree. Definitely, there's spite too. There's definitely a huge element of spite, of just because they're saying this, I'm going to do otherwise, right? So
yes.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate.
And that's the thing, too. It's just like, if they only knew to reach out and seek help, that would actually help.
Yes,
but
exactly.
But instead, they choose to be dicks and deserve to be drop-kicked instead.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
There we go.
It's an unfortunate world.
It's an unfortunate world where you have to drop-kick everyone you meet.
Yes, precisely.
Precisely.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. It's a wonderful day in America, and you're a terrible Karen.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Anyone named Karen? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
You know, I actually met someone named Karen at UCI for the first time.
Nice.
A while back though, way before Karen was
Karen was like a meme.
Was a meme, so. But that was like the first Karen I ever met, like, period. Like, I don't think I ever met a Karen before that. But lo and behold, right? The things you do in college, right?
The things you do in college.
Yeah.
Did you see that one news report, by the way?
Which one?
Like what was it? Like, a Proud Boys leader was like actually an informant for the FBI, you know?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like a Proud Boys leader was like an informant for the FBI and like local police, and like now there's just like informant panic all over the fucking far right, and it's wreaking havoc.
Damn.
So just as planned.
Is he actually an informant, or was it just a rumor?
I don't fucking know. I stopped following these shits as soon as Trump was like done being president.
Yeah, good. No doom scrolling here. Okay, no doom scrolling.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's God. I just look at cat photos and play Terraria.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Terraria, no, I'm just kidding.
Speaking of Terraria, when are we gonna play Terraria, Aaron? My God.
Oh, that's a fucking question, isn't it? As soon as I download CCleaner and actually like fucking stop my computer from being a shit.
Yeah. Hey, you know, if you ever need someone to help you build a computer, I can totally help you out.
Are you flexing on me because you built your own computer?
I kind of am, but it is also a genuine offer if you need help.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know, that could be like a socially distanced excuse to meet up or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. We can do it like outside if you want. And
aren't we in the middle of a recording? Why are we making plans?
Hey, you know, it's not. So we can let the entire world know, Aaron. Okay? We let the entire world know. So.
Yeah, there you go. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, Neiman, are you asking me out on a date?
Maybe.
Are you combing your non-existent hair?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, there you go.
So, I mean, you can build some really great computers for like even $100. Like as cheap as $100.
I
probably
money. I fucking have that money. Jesus.
Yeah.
I've been like I feel like God. I feel like I'm in the. Okay, let me rephrase my sentence. I now truly feel like I'm in the after effects of an economic meltdown. Because like you know how people like withdrew their money from the banks and like hid it and like stored it themselves and shit like that. Like that's essentially what I'm doing right now. There's like 5 different points in my room that just has like my money.
Your money? Yeah. I feel
fucking money.
got one like in your boot, like under your pillow. You know.
Oh no, I'm not that fucking basic. I'm getting creative with this shit.
That'd be like a nice, like if I ever go over to your apartment one of these days, it would be like a nice like, let's try to find Aaron's money.
Yeah, there you go. You come in with like a drill and a hammer and shit like that, and start like digging through my desk. You know what I'm saying? Like, look into the wall, that kind of shit.
Why am I gonna need a drill to?
Let me. Maybe.
Okay, your word is my command. So
maybe you might need like a screwdriver instead though. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Thank you for looking in the direction, so that I know when I.
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
The deed has been done, Aaron. You can't try to fake me out now.
Yeah, you know the general direction, but you have no idea where the money actually is.
That's true. I'll find it. Just you wait.
Yeah, just you wait. All right, just you wait.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Are you serious?
Hamilton.
I was bitching on you to listen to that fucking musical for months on end, and you finally did, and you can't even get a simple reference.
Oh,
shame on you, sir. Shame on you, good sir.
I've only seen the musical once on Disney Plus, so.
And now you're flexing on me with Disney Plus. Okay, Neiman. I do not need this negativity.
What, do you want to borrow my account or something?
Oh, Jesus. What's that? I couldn't hear that over the sound of your...
My flexing? Right.
Yes.
It's okay, let me just tell you my password right now. So it's...
Don't, actually. You can type it out, you fucker.
No, I'll... What if I want to share that with the world, too?
You can, but it's probably going to be shut down because Disney likes making money and doesn't like people sharing.
Yes.
Got him! And there goes my chances of being hired by Disney.
It's gone. It's gone. You don't got the... I mean, you could be a corporate Disney employee.
Hey, who knows, you know?
I was actually... Strangely enough, a while ago, I was looking at Disney jobs because...
Oh, fucker.
I kind of had this... I had a little bit of a working at Disney phase, or like dreaming of working at Disney phase a while back.
Oh, same,
which was kind of
same.
nerdy. But yeah, I was like just hearing all these. I think that way.
Even look at me. We're theater kids. We all had a working at Disney phase.
Yes, that's right.
Just
that's
saw
actually
that
true.
We saw that as the peak.
That is the peak. Yeah, they have that. They actually have a. Do you know about their college program thing?
No, I don't. I go to a community college where everything is vague and unhelpful.
Right. They have I know Disney has a basically a extended almost like study abroad type thing, except at Disney. But it's you basically a lot of people do it either before they go to college, over the summer, or during or like after they graduate or something. Because what happens is you like literally spend an entire, I think, year, a year or a couple months, I can't remember, like literally just like working for Disney. Like you stay at their hotel, like you like dorm with other people. And you basically
like you literally stay at their hotel like rent free.
I think like it's included with like the fee that you have to pay, but it's not terrible. I don't think. I don't remember the specific like how much it was, but they have like a bunch of loans and scholarships and whatnot. But also you like actually like get paid. So a lot of people like can like afford it even if you can, because what you do is you actually work at Disneyland. Like you are either the janitor or like you're running a ride or something. That's why you see a lot of sometimes you see a lot of college kids at like working at Disneyland or California Adventure, because a lot of them are in their college program, and when they're not working, they have they have various like Disney classes. I think like some of them are like musical workshops, or like if you're into tech, they have like some Disney tech stuff. So it's really cool, but it's not in my field of I mean, it's definitely something that's like cool to put on a resume, but not necessarily like.
It definitely is something cool to put,
and just a cool experience in general.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there you go. It's a cool working experience as well, especially since Disney jobs are the most soul wrenching jobs of all.
Yeah.
Unless you're a character, then you can unless you're a character that's like doesn't have to smile and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the evil queen. Oh, I would have been the best evil queen.
Oh yeah.
Aside from the evil queen in the memes, because she's the best, but the second best maybe.
Yeah.
There you go. See, oh my gosh, I had this dream. Okay, like I had this dream at one point, and this was not like a dream metaphorical, but like it was an actual dream.
A literal dream. Great.
Where I was working at Disney, and people were yelling at me, all right, because I was late to something. And so I was just like ushered to a place, right? And then I was like essentially thrown on stage, literally thrown on stage, and I landed face first. And I was playing the Puppet Master from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And I was like in costume and everything. I was not in costume before they threw me, so it was like a dream. Also, your camera just died. I can't see your beautiful face anymore.
What the heck happened? Oh, okay. So my phone didn't die, but sorry. Keep going while I fix it.
Yeah, there you go. No, that's the dream. Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Perfect.
You have to do your own monologue while fixing your camera.
I have to do my own monologue. What am I gonna monologue about?
There you go. Monologue the
monologue show from hell.
Sure. Yeah, there you go.
I don't remember. I literally don't remember anything from that. It's so sad. But someone mentioned it to me recently and brought it into my conscious memory. If you remember, do you remember Krutik?
Oh shit! Yes, I do.
Yeah, Krutik is one of the few people I still contact from uni nowadays, and we play League like once a week.
He was such a nice guy.
He's very nice. Yeah,
there you go.
So
cue to him committing like double homicide or something like that. I don't fucking know.
That wouldn't
just because we said he's such a nice guy.
It's always the nice guys, right?
It's always the nice guys. Yeah. Cool guys don't look at explosions. All right.
Okay, I don't know why my camera is just not working anymore. But
what happened? What did you do?
I don't know. Like it literally just stopped working. Usually when that happens, it's like either like Wi-Fi or something. But that's weird.
Jeez. All right. Shall I give you a hint while you start your monologue?
A hint for...
Oh, there we go. Okay. It's gray now.
Oh, it's gray?
Well-oiled machine, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
and
yes.
Everyone in between.
Oh, you should have seen the 40 minutes before our recording where we were trying to troubleshoot.
Oh, God. It was... Neiman has the best mic in existence, and by best I mean the most unstable fucking thing ever.
Oh yeah.
And there's no particular reason for it. I'm not like blaming Neiman here. I'm just saying his mic is literally the most unstable thing in this universe. Honestly, like the elephant's foot in Chernobyl has nothing on Neiman's mic.
Yeah. When Thanos snapped, Thanos disappeared. Because of how unstable my mic was.
Exactly. Yeah, the mic brought a universal shift to the world.
Exactly. Okay, I don't think my camera is going to work until I end this meeting.
No!
So unfortunately, you will not be seeing my face. Okay, maybe if I switch to like a not stream thing.
A not stream thing? What does that mean?
Because I'm still on Streamlabs right now.
Right.
So...
No, you're not supposed to say what fucking thing you use. No.
No.
Now everyone's gonna do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this
Jesus,
is
we
very
don't
weird.
use Zoom anymore. God, it feels so good.
Yeah, it feels a lot better.
Yeah,
I
there you
think
go.
I honestly I feel like Zoom is just Discord is just a better app than
Yeah,
Zoom in general.
definitely. It has more history with like, hosting calls and stuff like that.
For sure.
This is not sponsored by Discord.
Yeah. Oh, here I
Yeah.
can wait.
Yes.
Did I
The audience can see none of that.
Ooh, look, there you are. Now you can see you, right?
What even is happening right now?
That's you. This is my
Oh
second
my
screen.
gosh. Yeah. Well, we can see Neiman's second, or I can see Neiman's second screen now, and it's just a mirror image of me, and then me, and then me, and then me, and then me,
I
and
love
then me.
this. I'm loving this.
Oh my gosh,
This is amazing.
This just shows how fucking like asymmetrical my face is. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know what you're talking about. Can you see this?
It's just like, yes, I can see that. I
Oh,
can see.
interesting.
I can see everything.
See,
I
this
can
is
see everything.
it's not working for some reason. I don't know. I can do that, but we'll be right back. I think that's what we'll do. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, shall I keep talking? While you try to fix your camera.
Yeah, sure.
There we go.
We're at
what were
50
we
minutes,
talking
by the way. I'm sorry. We have a timer
are.
now. So
Oh, we do. Shit, nice.
yeah, we don't have to go to like Google Timer anymore because now we've got a timer.
Okay. Oh my god.
Discord, baby.
Have we finally got professional?
Upgrade. Even though both of us had Discord since we, first started recording on Zoom,
Yeah, we just had to go through that, tiny brain moments.
Yes. Multiple.
So, oh, well, that's Garfield again. I'm just gonna keep talking, and like, hopefully you're gonna keep talking as well because I miss your voice. Yay!
Yeah, I've been here the entire time, Aaron. You just can't see my face.
Listen, I'm Turkish. I don't have object permanence.
So true.
I don't even know what that joke was a reference to. I just did it. Okay. So we were talking about Disney. What the fuck were we? Oh yeah, you were looking for Disney jobs. You fucker. You anti-communist. How dare you?
I know. I know.
Fucking go to Yugoslavia, you fuck.
Yeah. Actually, in a show recently, I had to list off some. For one of the games we were playing, I had to list off some Disneyland rides, and I was doing well at first, but then I started listing California Adventure rides, and then it got eliminated on a technicality.
Listen, I have no idea what rides there are on Disney, okay? Like, I just go there, and there are just, like, cups and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's...
Wait, when was the last time you went to Disney?
Oh, it was years ago.
I found this on the web.
What the fuck?
I don't care, Siri. I'm restarting you.
What the fuck was that?
Was that clear and crisp?
That was clear and crisp.
Oh, good. See, that's what Siri does, right?
That is what Siri does, yeah. Oh my gosh. See, that's the thing, though. Like, the reason why people want jobs in Disney is because it's such a big corporation that you get, and like, it has such deep roots in the entertainment industry that you just can't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
Like, the second you get that job, you have your benefits, you have all this shit, you have people that are available to share rooms with, So it's just like, it's just a go-to. So, wow, okay.
Oh, is it working?
It is working, but it's very weird. It's showing two of you and Garfield on top.
The Vladimir Putin.
Oh yes, there you go. Wide Neiman.
Okay, hold
Wide
on, let me...
Neiman.
Yeah, why is it doing that?
I have no idea.
Let me redo it. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this out. Yeah, I don't know why it has. It's so weird.
Well-oiled machine. Well-oiled machine.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me do that and then do that. Okay, that didn't work. You can kind of see my face.
I
We
can
got somewhere.
We have somewhere.
Okay, so let's see. It looks fine on there, so it must be a Streamlabs thing. Because it. What if I just. There. You can kind of see me. I don't know how to fix this.
Screw it. We're going with it. So yeah, you can't go wrong with Disney. Even though you can. Because all you do is just smile and, direct customers to places and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's soul-crushing.
Yes. Yes. Precisely.
There you go.
But it's sort of like the Google of the entertainment industry. So
Kind of, yeah. See, that's the thing, though. When you get a job at Google, it's not because there was no other option or because it was easy. And neither is getting a job in Disney, mind you.
Yeah.
So it's just like... It's just a go-to, You think of entertainment industry and you think of either Hollywood or Disney,
Yeah.
Because they have their roots in they have their roots in animation. They have all these different projects that are just all-encompassing, and not to mention they're getting into the live-action industry as well in order to keep them copyright claims alive. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true. There's just so many live actions now.
So many fucking live actions, even though all of them fucking suck. So
Yes.
had to get it out there.
Yeah. I've only
This is
seen.
an official critique.
Right. Remember, always be critical of your critics. Right.
Yeah, there you go.
I've only seen. I think Lion King is the only live action. No, and Mulan. Lion King is better than Mulan, at least live action.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch either of them for as a point of principle, if nothing else. And Mulan was just there was controversy with that, and I didn't want to involve myself with that controversy. So
Yeah, I feel
with the Uyghur camps and there you go. I appreciate their efforts on essentially representing Chinese culture. However, you have destroyed the story and have made yourselves look bad. So
yes
is the message that I want them to get. But they're never going to get it because they have their heads underneath the sand and they made their money and now they're running.
Mm-hmm.
There was also that shit with Artemis
Fowl?
I think it was. Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the shit that's going on with Artemis Fowl.
I don't either. I didn't watch the movie, nor did I read the books because I'm not going to fall into that, trendy trap, essentially. And it was just a matter of, the books were good and the movie was fucking horrible.
Okay, but no, was there some, political drama going on, or?
There wasn't political drama, it's just that they botched the movie.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't even need politics for a bad movie. It just happens.
Yep. I was actually listening to a podcast recently. It was How to Be a Good Human on TED. So it's a great podcast. I would highly recommend. But one guy they brought on was talking about the Hollywood blacklist.
Ooh.
And basically what the blacklist is, I can't remember the specifics of it, but I believe it was basically movies that are not block. I think it's supposed to be these movies aren't blockbuster films, but have good scripts. If
Right.
I'm remembering that correctly. I don't know if I'm remembering that's what the Hollywood blacklist was, but it was something along the lines of like...
Wasn't the Hollywood blacklist essentially just actors that are just like had their lives ruined for one reason or another?
There is also
Including
that
my-
Hollywood blacklist from
Yeah.
the 1950s during the time of McCarthyism, but a different blacklist.
Right.
This new blacklist is a different. I think it was made by a different guy.
Right. I'm pretty sure there's like a an unspoken blacklist that encompasses certain actors such as Megan Fox. So yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Oh.
All right. Anyway.
So, yeah, I can't remember what the point I was trying to make. I think, right, yeah.
The point is fuck Hollywood.
Yes.
Or
And,
fuck large establishments in general.
Eat the rich, all that stuff.
the rich. All that stuff.
Screw hedge fund
Hedge funds.
hedge fund managers, all that,
Yeah,
all
there
that
you go.
good jazz. Yeah.
Fuck finance is just an excuse to give rich people jobs.
Yeah. And the interns who work for them.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, fuck you. And fuck
It's okay.
you, Neiman, for being a part of our capitalist society.
I know, I really am. I really am.
Oh god. Hold on, I'm gonna stretch because my back is killing me. There we go.
There you go. Are you...
Yeah.
Did you stretch out properly?
I stretched out properly, and I'm gonna stretch out even more properly as soon as this episode is over. Thank you very much for listening. Do you see these skills?
So
though?
smooth.
Oh my God.
So smooth.
So smooth with it.
Love
Okay.
that.
Yeah, there you go. Do you want to do the outro, or should I?
I did the intro, so...
All right.
Well-oiled machine, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
We know exactly what we're doing before we go into each episode.
Yes, exactly. No, wait. This time I did the intro because, like, we had that thing, and then I kind of dodged the
Oh,
question by
yes,
doing
yes,
the
yes,
intro. So do the outro.
Okay, fine. Thanks. Thank you for joining us today on this wacky adventure between just a bald guy and his Turkish acquaintance.
Acquaintance?
A friend, sorry. I was trying to think of words that would ring in a title, and I think acquaintance has more syllables, so I went with that.
We already
2
have a title. Critique of a critique.
Right, critique of a critique. Yes. So
Yeah, there you go.
thank you for listening to our episode.
I just thought about it just now. All right. Anyway.
Again, yeah, you can ask us any questions at our Gmail. Save it for the podcast with 2 T's. gmail.com. Also, we have a question form.
In the description.
In the description. If you want to send us critiques of our podcast,
Ooh.
by all means. Or if you want to critique our critique of critiques, please send it our way. But until then, I'm Neiman. He's Aaron. And we'll catch you on the flip side.